Earth's fossil record is a 500 million year chronicle of nature, perfecting increasingly violent ways to kill. Paleontologists have repeatedly unearthed creatures so fearsome that even the experts studying them have expressed open relief that they are extinct. These were not ordinary animals, but apex predators that stretched the limits of evolution. From ancient oceans to swamps and plains, here are some of the most terrifying prehistoric creatures ever found. Beasts that made scientists pause and say, "I'm glad this one is gone." Around 470 million years ago. Long before fish had jaws or life existed on land, the oceans were already a nightmare. Camarasaurus dominated as a 20-foot-long orthoconautoloid. Resembling a squid trapped inside a giant straight shell, it used gas-filled chambers for precise buoyancy control, hovering motionless like driftwood or a rock. When prey swam by, its 10 tentacles lashed out, dragging victims to a powerful beak capable of crushing thick exoskeletons and armored sea scorpions. It could follow prey into deeper waters and struck from hidden gloom. Paleontologists consider it the undisputed apex predator of the Ordovician season, efficient, cold-blooded killer with no real competition. In 2007, a German paleontologist examined an 8-inch chlorophyll, the length of his forearm, and realized it belonged to Jeckelopterus, the largest arthropod ever to exist on Earth. This sea scorpion reached 8 feet long and prowled shallow rivers and brackish waters rather than the deep ocean. Armed with spined claws for grasping and paddle-like limbs for swift swimming, it hunted fish and other arthropods. Evidence suggests it may have occasionally ventured onto land. Scientists described it plainly as a monster scorpion, and for once the headline was no exaggeration. The discovery proved arthropods could achieve sizes that still feel impossible. The late Devonian Dunkleosteus ruled as a 14 to 20-foot armored fish. Instead of teeth, it had 2 long bony blades in its jaws that sharpened themselves with every bite. Its bite force matched that of Tyrannosaurus rex, and it could snap its jaws shut in just 20 milliseconds faster than prey could react. It devoured armored fish, sharks, and even its own kind, showing no restraint. Fossil evidence reads like a crime scene. Paleontologists continue to call it an undisputed apex predator and express gratitude that it no longer exists. New research has only reinforced its terrifying reputation. About 270 million years ago, in what is now Brazil, Anacetus tecanically, an amphibian grew up to 30 feet long with a skull over 5 feet packed with sharp conical teeth, looked moved and hunted exactly like a crocodile, even though true crocodiles would not appear for another 200 million years. Lurking at swamp edges, it remained motionless until exploding outward to seize fish, smaller amphibians, or thirsty land animals. Once caught, prey faced a devastating death roll. Scientists describe the largest specimens as truly terrifying, high praise in the cautious language of research papers. In the late Permian, in Austransivia, a Gorgonopsian proto-mammal stood out as a 10 to 13 foot, 500 kilograms predator with 6-inch serrated saber fangs and a nearly meter-long skull. It was the largest of its kind and the top predator of its time, preying on bulky plant eaters. Fossils found in both Russia and South Africa show it crossed the supercontinent Pangaea to occupy empty niches after local predators vanished. Yield bite marks on skulls reveal it fought its own species. This creature pioneered the saber-tooth strategy 250 million years before cats. During the late Triassic, while early dinosaurs were still small, Prohistoric reigned. This 16 to 23 foot 110 archosaur had pillar-like legs, a crushing skull, and serrated teeth. It could walk on 4 legs or rear up on 2 for leverage. Its bite has been compared to T-Rex, despite appearing 150 million years earlier. It hunted early dinosaurs and left matching bite marks on herbivore bones. Paleontologists initially mistook its fossils for dinosaur remains, the ultimate complement. It held apex status until extinction events allowed dinosaurs to rise. In the late Jurassic, Pliosaurus funki, nicknamed Predator X, was a 40-foot marine reptile with a 6-foot skull and banana-sized teeth. Its torpedo-shaped body and 4 flippers enabled surprising speed. It hunted other large sea reptiles, including plesiosaurs, with crushing power. Even after scientists moderated early bite force claims, the verdict remained clear. This was an apex ocean predator, optimized for maximum damage. The lead researcher described its skull as built for sheer destruction. In the Cretaceous, Sarcosuchus reached 40 feet and 10 tons, twice the size of today's largest crocodiles. Paleontologist Paul Sereno called it a torpedo of muscle with a 6-foot skull and over 100 teeth. It hid most of its massive body underwater, ambushing dinosaurs that came to rivers to drink. Bite marks on dinosaur bones confirm it actively preyed on large terrestrial animals. Its size made it nearly unstoppable in river environments. The 1990s discovery of Utahraptor made Jurassic Park raptors seem tame. This 20-foot, 1,000-pound dromaeosaur had 9-inch sickle claws and relied on strength rather than speed. Powerful legs and talons allowed it to jump and slash vital areas. Fossils showing mixed age groups suggest pack hunting, enabling them to take down large prey, like iguanodons or young sauropods. Museum visitors still instinctively step back when viewing its claws. Caprosicus ignored every crocodile rule. This 20-foot predator had long legs for running, forward-facing eyes, and 3 sets of protruding tusks. Paul Sereno described it as a 20-foot-long, upright medator with an armored snout for ramming. It could gallop and used its head as a battering ram while chasing prey on land. Even frogs joined the horror. Beelzebufo, the 11-pound devil frog of late Cretaceous Madagascar, had a bite force estimated at 2,200 newtons, comparable to wolves or tigers. It ambushed and crushed small dinosaurs and vertebrates with a massive mouth. Scientists named it after Beelzebub for good reason. Shortly after the dinosaurs disappeared, Titanoboa appeared in Paleocene Colombia. At 42 feet and over a ton, it was the largest snake ever. This giant constrictor crushed crocodilians and large fish before swallowing them whole with jaws nearly a meter wide. Hot climates allowed such enormous cold-blooded sizes. Mammals quickly produced their own monsters. Andresurcus, known from a single 2.7-foot skull found in Mongolia, likely reached 12 to 15 feet and over a ton, with teeth built for stabbing and bone crushing. Later, Daeodon, the largest hell pig, stood 6.5 feet at the shoulder. Its head made up 35% of its body length, packed with thick enameled teeth for cutting, tearing, and crushing. Healed bite marks show violent fights with its own kind. Scientists openly call these animals terrifying. These discoveries reveal evolution's long obsession with refining violence. Each fossil forces us to confront how savage Earth's history truly was. Thankfully, all these creatures are long extinct, but their bones continue to fascinate and unsettle scientists and the public alike.